Hey, what's going on everybody? Matt with Gear Focus. Hope everybody's doing well. Today I have the FeiyuTech AK4500 Gimbal, and I also have the dual grip, as you can see here. This is a fantastic gimbal for the money, and I am going to go over some basic features of this gimbal, and I'm not going to do a full tutorial or anything like that. There are some great videos out there. I will leave links in the description below to some other great videos, one by Jeven Dovey. He's done another video review on this. He loves this gimbal as well too. So check out his video. Again, right now you can see I have it in the locked position. So this gimbal is able to be locked, which is great for travel. As you can see right now, I do not have this on. This is the trigger. So if I turn this around, you're going to see this is the controller that goes on the bottom. And the nice thing about FeiyuTech is they're all able to be taken apart, and that fits better in your camera bag. So I love that feature. I love that all of the axis lock on the unit. And again, I'm going to show you right here. I'm going to take this off right now. I have the monitor hooked up on the top. It has both sizes, tripod sizes for the mounts, and you are able to connect a monitor. On here you can connect something else like a light. I actually had a GoPro on here, and when I was shooting, I'm going to show you some sample footage in a second. So let me take this off right now. You just unscrew it, hold it steady, and you're going to see that it has computer connections, the electronic connections inside of here. So I'm going to set this down, and I'm going to unscrew this, and I'm going to unscrew this as well, and you take that off, and this is your handle for your gimbal. So you basically align this on the bottom with the electronic connections, and it has it has 4 posts that go in, so you know exactly where you're at. And then once you line it up, you can just connect that back. A little mini tripod for the base so that you can set your gimbal down. And again, make sure that all of your locks are unlocked before you turn on your gimbal. And you're going to want to balance your gimbal. Right now I have it balanced. It should still be balanced. I was out shooting a runner. I'm going to show you some sample footage. It was just a friend of mine who was able to go out running, so I can get some footage using this. But again, there's a lot of other videos where people have more professional shoots, so definitely check out those people. First thing you want to do when you balance your gimbal is, the nice thing is you can lock the main access on here on the bottom. So right now it's unlocked. Now it's locked. So I can lock that, and I can balance the gimbal this way. Nice thing it has is a tripod mount, quick release. So the cool part about this mounting system that some of the cranes do not have, I know some do, is that it has a normal tripod, just your standard tripod mount. And then you can also, and then if I get this back in here, you can also do the slide off, press the little button on the side and slide it off. Now you have a video tripod mount, because you can switch between any tripod that you have. So it's a great feature. You just slide it back in, and here's where we're going to have to balance it. So I have found that you kind of hold both sides that are sliding to get it. It's really touchy. Once you have it in place, we're going to lock it. So that lock comes in right here on the side, and it actually folds right into this. So sometimes it's hard to see where you're at with it, but that's pretty good. And your gimbal, I'm not going to go through balancing a gimbal. Maybe I'll leave a link in the description below for a good video on how to balance a gimbal. But right now you want to make sure that it doesn't move, that you can leave it in any position and it won't move. Now that I have that like that, you're going to do the same thing with this, and you're gonna be able to leave it in any position. So that's the basic setup of it. It's very light for the size and the features of it. It has the wheel on the side, as well as the focus wheel electronically that you can hook up. It comes with a bunch of cables in this box that you can hook up to Canon, Panasonic, and Sony. I don't know if there's any other ones, but let's get into the menu system right now. It's very easy on the menu system. It's very easy to use. Once you've turned on your gimbal, you'll see that you have your different access settings. So you can select that directly with the touch screen. That is the greatest part about this gimbal, in my opinion, is the touch screen makes it very easy. You don't need to dial into any app, and allows you to change all the settings. You have Inception Mode, which is pretty cool. You do have to be using it with the handle and not the dual grip that I originally had it on. You also have your motion time-lapse, selfie, and portrait mode. Portrait mode allows you to go vertical for some Instagram stories and such. Selfie mode is going to swivel it so that it's facing you. Then you scroll to the right, you have your payload setting. You can set auto adaption. You can customize that as well. You swipe right to get back to the previous screen, and you have your shooting mode. Right now I have it on smooth mode. Action mode would be more responsive, and then you also have default mode and customize. That's great. Knob setting, you can control what you want with the knob setting, as well as the sensitivity of the gimbal inside of there. You have the camera control, as well as the autofocus if you have the autofocus accessory hooked up, as well as your settings to calibrate. I'm just going to leave it there for a second. And once it's completed, hit escape. And now it is calibrated. And those are the basic settings of that. You can also press the button on the side here. Okay, so here's your lock mode. As you can see, you can lock it and the touchscreen is no longer active, and that is great if you just want to make sure that you don't switch the mode that you're in and accidentally press it. You can double click it to get out of that mode. This is photo, this is video. To hit record if you have your USB cable hooked up to your camera. But again, very simple, very easy to use. You have your trigger on the back. At any point you can double click that to put your gimbal back into original position. Okay, so now that I've shown you the basic touchscreen settings, I'm going to go ahead and show you the accessory here. This is the extra handle that comes with it, and you're going to want to attach this way. Slide it in right here. So these screws go in the side like such. And now you have your dual handle grip, and this is where you can do Inception Mode. So Inception Mode, you have to be like this with it, and you press, there's 4 buttons, and it allows you to do the Inception Mode, as they call it from the movie Inception. And you just swipe to the right on the screen to be able to get out of that mode. This comes in really handy. This is very comfortable. It's much more comfortable than the Zhiyun Crane Lab 3 or whatever the model is that has the handle from the bottom. I much prefer this because I can do a great low shot with it. And this is very light material. So this comes off of here. I had it on to start, but this is super light. It's like titanium or something that is just super light, so it doesn't add any weight to your rig. So overall, I think this is a fantastic gimbal for the money. I really like it. I've only been using it a little while now, but I have gone through a few gimbals over the years. I started with the Crane 1. I also had the DJI Ronin S, which I absolutely love, and I've been using that for a while. But that is a very heavy gimbal, and this is much lighter than that gimbal. I'll throw up the weight difference between these two gimbals so that you guys can see that, because I don't know what the exact weight is, but I'll throw that up right now on the video. And the touch screen is very nice. It's locking. It breaks down to fit in your bag because you can take the handle off itself. So I'm gonna bring this with a lot more than I would bring my DJI Ronin S, which is very heavy and bulky to fit in a camera bag. So overall, it's a great gimbal. I'm gonna show a couple clips of me using this on this rig. I had the monitor hooked up and I was trying to keep up with my neighbor, who is a fantastic runner, runs every day. And so I went on a country road and I went through some of the forest area with him. So I'll show some of that footage right now. Ladies and gentlemen, the fastest man in the world and premiering for the first time on YouTube. He is a YouTube fanatic and this is his first time on YouTube. Give a warm welcome and try to keep up with Mr. Matt Tedeschi. I hope you guys like this video. If you want to find out more about this gimbal, check out Jeven Dovey's video. I'm going to put a link up here right now so you guys can check out his video. He produces some great content, so definitely subscribe to his channel as well. And while you're at it, subscribe to Gear Focus. Stay safe, everybody. And again, I'm Matt with Gear Focus, and we're here to help feed your passion. The pizza man's here.